Hello students, so coming to the last part of chapter number 2, that is the biological classification. Here in this class we will study about the important features of kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia, virus, viroid, lichens and prion. Okay, first come to kingdom Plantae. Kingdom Plantae ki important feature lakanda akoina khangi se kena kanda they are eukaryotic organism, they are multicellular, cell wall will be present made up of cellulose, and their mode of nutrition will be photosynthetic. Although photosynthetic hydro taragasu, there are some exception like some plants, okay, they may have parasitic mode of nutrition, and we know that there are insectivorous plant also. aduga yam important oiba another character amana the life cycle, so alternation of generation. Okay, here there will be two distinct phases in their life cycle. Mind to kanda one phase is diploid sporophytic phase and another phase is haploid gametophytic phase that alternate with each other. Hadi phase amana twice n level stage oigadeba like phase amana n level stage oigadeba ko see alternation of generation se kana fangani plant ida fangi, and we also know that they reproduce through sexual reproduction. So this is about kingdom Plantae. Next come to kingdom Animalia. Animalia hakanda amu koina khangi si kena kanda they are also eukaryotic organism. They include eukaryotic organism which are multicellular. Aduga sedi mogi mode of nutrition se it will be heterotrophic types of nutrition. Okay, masamatun fusunga moriko, and here cell wall will be absent. And stationary organisms they have mainly holozoid type of nutrition in which the food will be ingested and will be digested and then it will be absorbed. Aduga animals the food say they are mainly stored in the form of glycogen. Aduga after remind in case of plant, food are stored in the form of starch. Aduga reproduction it is mainly by sexual reproduction. So this is about kingdom Animalia. Aduna kwain pabai agani hakanda you can make comparison between this kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia and you can easily study it. Okay. Now come to virus. First point is that these viruses are not included in five kingdom classification and they are studied separately. So the question is why these viruses are not included in five kingdom classification. So the main reason for excluding this virus from five kingdom classification is that these viruses are non-cellular organisms. That means they are neither prokaryotes nor eukaryotes. And what you have to remember here is that in five kingdom classification, the first important criteria is the type of cell. The organism should be either prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Here, in case of virus, the viruses are non-cellular organisms. That means they are neither pro nor eu. Okay. And second point is viruses are intermediate between living and non-living. That means they don't have anything to perform any life process. That is, they are when they remain outside their host, they behave like non-living. Okay, but as soon as they enter into the host, they take over all the machinery of the host cell to perform life process, and thus they become living. aduna first important point se karino haritadi virus se five kingdom classification yaudeba si main factor di kaino yakanda virus se non cellular organism deba moise prokaryotes natre eukaryotes natre haidi cellular organism oibagi post no mon kem yaudeba. The second point na non cellular oibina moise living su oidaba non living su oidaba haitare aduna moise host ki mapanda le kanda di they behave like non living thing. Okay, aduga host ki manung sang kanda di host ki machinery sindo loina mana lower sinaraga mase living or paneba aduna virus se they are considered to be intermediate between living and non living. Ko sigi factor anis number oidana viruses are not included in five kingdom classification. This is very important point. aduna virus se hagi host totally depend torobanina moise kanano obligate parasite. Obligate parasite means those parasite which cannot live without their host. Okay, now coming to structure, this virus it consists of only two components, a protective protein coat known as capsid, and this capsid will surround the genetic material which may be either DNA or RNA. Yam important point ko virus harakanda cellular component amate yaude ko monese only two component khatani kanano magi genetic material to it may be DNA or RNA lede or hariba genetic material say kanana enclosed ogani harakanda protein ki covering amana enclosed ogani, and that protein covering is known as capsid. aduna ISIB hariba virus they have RNA as genetic material. Aduga bacteriophage kana it is a virus which can infect bacteria and they have DNA. Okay, and viruses that infect plants have single stranded RNA, and viruses that infect animals can have either single-stranded RNA or double-stranded RNA, or even they can have double-stranded RNA. And we also know that this virus, it causes different kinds of disease in plants and animals. So these are some of the important features of viruses. So from this discussion, we can conclude that viruses are smaller than bacteria, as viruses lack any cellular component. Okay, but in 1971, a scientist by the name T.O. Diner discovered a new infectious agent that was much smaller than virus. Okay, and that organism is virus. So here we will see the differences between that virus and virus. Aduna ngasagi akoina mathaki discussion ma'am yeng taradi masana definitely virus ina bacteria dagi smaller bum thwe kaina kan virus di non cellular organism ne adubu T.O. Diner have a scientist amana virus agi hen people organism amamu discover trauma ko adugo organism na kanano virus ni aduna sexta yam line study to bo yarane ba kuma study to ne kanda we have to study only the differences between virus and virus ani kari khene ke do study to ko lore okay. So coming to the differences between virus and virus, first point is this virus will be little bit larger than virus, okay? And virus harakanda we know that they are the smallest infectious agent. And another point lakanda the in case of virus, protein code is present, and that protein code will enclose the genetic material, which may be either DNA or RNA. Virus tadi adugi protein code to kadore it is absent, so they have only their genetic material. Adugi genetic material kanano RNA, so they have free RNA. Adui tari masana protein code yaudrabanina definitely virus will be much smaller than virus. Ko. Now, next point lakans the virus it can infect both plants and animals. On other side, viral it can infect only plants, and it causes potato spindle tuber disease. Now come to the last point. Virus the RNA on targati that RNA is of higher molecular weight as compared to RNA which is present in virus. That means the RNA which is present in virus will have lower molecular weight. So these are the differences between virus and virus. Next come to lichens. So this lichen, it is a symbiotic organism which is formed by the association of two different group of organisms. One is algae and one is fungi. And here the algal component will be known as phycobion and fungal component is known as mycobion. Okay, and as their relationship is what a symbiotic relationship, then both organism will have mutual benefit. Okay, both the organism will get benefit from each other. Okay, so let's see the relationship. So here this algae will provide food for fungi. Fungi, they are heterotrophic organisms, so okay, so they cannot synthesize their own food, so the food will be supplied by algae. On other side, this fungi will provide shelter, it will absorb water, minerals, nutrients, okay, and it will be supplied to its partner, that is algae. Like this, both organism will be benefited. Okay, and another important point for lichen is that they are the good pollution indicator. That means they are not found in polluted area. So in a particular region, if you found a lot of lichens growing there, you can conclude that the particular area is non-polluting area. Okay. aduna lichens haitari akoina injun diksekena kanda mase kaba symbiotic association haidi organism anina associate to form to baniba do labor relationship na symbiotic relationship symbiotic haitagadi organism animal to benefit from ina kadene aduna sioriba organism ani se kana kana no hakana algae ga fungi ga aduna algae gi component do phycobion kawi fungal component ko hoina mycobion kawi next kai pagani you to study the relationship anigi relationship se part ne sta kadawge kanda algina fungi da food pi bane kaino fungi food sungam dabnina fungi kadawi their filamentous web ko aduna kadawra ngasagi kasin kwa sanguraga from that water minerals okay absorb torni adu kana supply torni algae da supply tore okay adu natana algae da protection chu pireba smai to dana animak se benefit aminare aduga important point amadi ngasai lichen se koina good pollution indicator have kayuna kandadi lichen se polluted area da howde aduna particular reason amada lichens ma'am fazana growth on entragadi adugi reason do koi pollute oidaba jaga ne na conclude to boyane. So these are the important points of lichens. Next come to prion. So these prion are small misfolded infectious protein particle which has the ability to transmit their misfolded shape onto the normal variant of the same protein. Aduna prion se tasena kanano haitaragadi folding toba infectious protein particle amane and they are responsible for several neurodegenerative disease among human being as well as animal, but they do not infect plant. Aduga common disease hai they are responsible for causing Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease in human being and mad cow disease in cattle. Okay, so this is something about prion. Okay, and this bring me to the end of this class. And today in this class we have studied about kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia, virus, viroid, and prion. And here what you have to do is you have to study all the important features of each group. Okay, and hope you can understand each and every point. And thank you very much for your attention.